Grüß Gott, everybody. Today I'm out with a co-worker who's got a KTM 690 Enduro. So we're going out for a little spin. It's brand spanking new. It's got 300 or 400 miles on it, so you can't use all the beans. Yeah, he's not the tallest one, so he's got a different suspension, a different shock, and he's got the seat carved out slightly. But the dealer where they did this, they did it pretty clever, so you can't see the difference. It doesn't look strange. For some seats where they lower it, where they carve out the foam, it looks like it looks cut out, but I think they put some really soft, spongy foam in there. So it's basically just like air. So the first 2 or 3 centimeters, they don't do anything. You can just push it down like English toast.
Where would you like to go? Do you want to follow me or?
I'll just follow you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got an FMF exhaust, and that one doesn't even have a baffle. It's got only a spark arrestor. I'm not the freshest today because I was going to the pub yesterday. Had a few pints, a few gin tonics, and it seems like the midnight hunger for a kebab doesn't do me any good in the morning. He might be someone to extend the KTM gang, which recently was reduced in numbers, I'm afraid, because Mr. Lamp Chop got a cast on his foot now, unfortunately. Get well soon, my friend. He's fiddling around with his intercom. I want to listen to KTM, please. Regarding Eurotour videos, I'm afraid all that content will be in German. Maybe I'll just put a little heads up video on the English channel, so you know when there's a new one coming out of the vlog type of videos. I will do a trailer, but it takes up some time. I mean, if you got 350 gigabytes of footage, it's simply really hard to pick the best bits. And another thing on the project bike, so since it's already becoming winter again, and my initial plans were to have the bike finished by spring, I'll do it differently now. So I'll do a garage diary, more or less, yeah, to show all the work on the bike. I'll do a lot of videos on these, but mostly on the German channel because it's easier for me. So I'm afraid that a lot of nice content is only on the German channel. I may have to think about merging the two at some point, not quite sure yet, because it turns out that half of the viewers on my English channel are actually German, so it doesn't make any difference, does it? Yeah, we'll do the small road on the right. The 690 Enduro has much shorter gearing. It's got a 15-teeth sprocket in the front and 45 in the back. And the standard gearing for the SMC, which is my bike, is 16 in the front and 42 in the back. But anyways, I got a 15 teeth in the front because you don't need that top speed. It's useless. Who wants to do 195 kilometers on a supermoto? Who on earth? Yeah, that was the top speed that I've reached, 195 kilometers on this bike. But you can only reach it one-handed because otherwise you're creating too much drag. And if you have the 15 teeth sprocket in the front, she runs into the limiter at 183 kilometers per hour, which is in miles, just that. Yeah, do not forget about the spicy red sausage meat that's coming out in September. So there will be a lot of motor vloggers coming out, and this is organized by Spicy and Renner, and it will be at Lumi's. So what we'll do is stay at Lumi's for most of the time, and if you guys want to have a ride, you're free to have a spin and return to Lumi's anytime you want. So that's a good opportunity to meet everybody, get your bike signed with a Sharpie if you want to. And I'll be getting some stickers soon, because I'm approaching 5,000 subs on the German channel, and I think it's appropriate to have some stickers now. So much more enjoyable without the baffle. Yeah, so if you haven't noticed, I bought a trials bike in April or May, can't quite remember. It's a Beat Techno 250. Here's a picture of it. It's a really funny bike. So I'm going to trials with a co-worker every once in a while. Need to get some lunch soon. I didn't have much for breakfast. Mostly because the bread, I always buy bread in like big numbers, like 2 or 3 cobs, and then I put 1 or 2 in the freezer, so I always have some bread just in case. And I forgot to take it out of the freezer yesterday, so I didn't have anything to eat. I could have eaten my ham and my cheese all alone without the bread, but that's not how you do it. Last weekend I went to Honda. I wanted to test ride a Grom, and they were like, yeah, sure, you can have it, can I have your license please? Since I have a German license, this guy was like, I don't know if that's covered in our insurance. Oh, that's shit, I can't tell you, I have to ask my boss, and he's on a wedding today. Thank you. Well, if you leave me your number and your name, we'll call you back when we know. And now a week has passed, and they didn't call me. Well, so that's not a plus point for that dealer. And I've heard other stories about that dealer. So as long as you want to give them some monies, if you want to buy a bike or some spares or get your tires changed, they're your friend. They're the best dealer in the world. But when it comes down to something different, they're just faffing around. So what's on as well? On Bank Holiday Monday, so in 2 days, there will be some bars at Lumi's. So some music, some barbecue, and they will have a wheelie machine. Ooh. I want to have a go on this one. So remember the Spicy Red Sausage Fest. It will be good. Maybe I'll see you there or in the next video. Bye. You good back there?
Yeah.
You have to hold on to me because there are no handles. What?
It's really fun.
Yeah, liking it?